And welcome to the Ultimate Soccer Show post-game. Wrexham taking on YEOVIL at the racecourse coming up Tuesday. I tell you what, it's going to be a fantastic game. 6 points are needed for promotion. These are 3 points that we definitely can get. But before we go anywhere, I want to say thank you to you, the subscriber, who are now Ultimate Soccer Show family at this channel. You are pushing us closer and closer to 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we go live. You will see and you will love the difference when that day comes. So will I. I am so looking forward to commentating live soccer games, no matter where. Maybe for Canada, maybe CPL games, maybe for Wrexham. But you're going to see and you're going to hear commentary probably like you haven't heard in years. And I'm not saying I'm something special, but I do things differently. And you've heard this set of jaws on your TV sets at World Cup games or international games, or if you've been in the stadiums or watching professional games, you've heard me too. Not talking about me, we're talking about the game, but I'm saying we're close to 1,000. Please keep pushing it, guys. Tell your mates, get everybody on board, and once we go over the 1,000 and we eclipse it, boom, we are going to the promised land of full-time commentary, full-time live, full-time fun. So get into this, like, subscribe and like, share it all around. Be a poet. By the way, the poets, we've got news on the poets coming through. But let's tell you what's coming on the show right now. We're going to talk some club news. AFC women, they did the magical trick on the weekend, and they won that game against Britain Ferry Llansamble 1-0. Now, we're going to tell you about some of the news pretty soon. We'll also have that goal. Now, that goal needs explaining. If you didn't see the goal, you want to see this. I'm telling you now. It's a fantastic piece of footage. And I tell you, Rosie Hughes, if it wasn't for her, Rebecca Pritchard, if it wasn't for her, the game would have gone to probably a 0-0 and then the dreaded. But anyway, the goal analysis is coming up. We're also going to talk Barnet DANGERMEN, and then we're going to give you the form, the stats, the formations on screen. We'll give you the fun facts. The fun facts this show, you're going to love it. Remember Spot the Ball? Spot the Ball, yeah? You know Spot the Ball. I've got a different competition just for you, the Wrexham fan, for today. And moving forward, it would be for anybody else that we're talking about. But for today, this is a Wrexham competition for Wrexham fans. Comment down below and tell me what you think. But the poets who comment and use the wisdom, we acknowledge you. But comment down below on this competition. It's not Spot the Ball, it's something new. Then we're going to talk about Poets of the Week like I just did. We'll acknowledge you, and you'll see that coming soon. The predictions coming as well. Next up is Boreham Wood on the 22nd. And then we're going to see what happens after that. So, Boreham Wood might be a very important game on the 22nd. I think you know what I'm talking about. Now you know what's coming. Now you know where we're going. Thank you, the subscriber, the family. Let's get into this right now. Pencampwr, and that means champions in Welsh. That being for the benefit of worldwide Wrexham fans, and I know everybody in Wales knows what Pencampwr means. It means champions. But on the weekend, a fantastic game from the Wrexham AFC women's team who took on Britain Ferry Llansamble at Latham Park. It ended 1-0 to the Wrexham, and it was against the run of play, but Rebecca Pritchard put the ball in the back of the net on 74 minutes, and that's all that matters, because next year the women's team will be semi-professionals in the Genero Adran Premier League. Fantastic day for the women, fantastic day for the club. Hey, get ready to be semi-professionals next year. Well done, congratulations to Wrexham AFC women. So now you've got all the news on the women there, winning that game, fantastic. Now part of the Genero Adran Premier League for next season. That's fantastic news for the women, and they get to be semi-professionals. Now that you know that, let's take a look at that goal. It needs explaining. It is explained, but I want to know what you think. Comment down below once you've seen this. But take a look at this. And if you're worldwide Wrexham and you didn't see the goal, now you get to see it. And now you get to see and hear a little bit more. But by the way, you guys bring the wisdom. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Here's that amazing goal. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for Rosie and Rebecca, that game would have kept on going, and I don't think anybody would have broke it because it was so evenly pitched. But anyway, take a look at that goal. You're going to love it. Look closely, guys. Number 9, Britain Ferry Llansamble, keeps the ball in play. Had she had just kicked it out, this goal would never have happened. But Rosie Hughes gets the ball, takes it past 2, crosses, and then Rebecca Pritchard slides in front of the keeper, slides it in, as you can see, agonising for the keeper. exhilaration for Wrexham AFC women. There's Rosie and there's the girls going crazy, and the fans too. Fantastic goal. It puts the women into the Janeiro Adran Premier League next season. Sad day for BFL. Well, talking about that goal, I mean, you know what, you got to say, if it wasn't for Rosie Hughes making that challenge on the line where number 9 from BFL, Britain Ferry Clansowell, keeps the ball in, she should have knocked that ball out. Number 9 BFL, you got to clear that ball out. Clear the ball, knock it out, there's never a goal happening. Anyway, Rosie Hughes sees the number 9 BFL keeps it in. She seizes the opportunity, a little bit of a shoulder or a push, keeps her out of the way, knocks the ball down the line, beats another defender, crosses the ball, and Rebecca Pritchard literally slides in at the perfect time just to get there just before the keeper, who looks like she's going to gather. But I've got to say, Rebecca Pritchard nips in just before the keeper, slides it into the goal, as you saw, and it trickles into the net. And you've got to say, fantastic day for the women, and a terrible day for the keeper of BFL. You got to feel for her. Spare a moment, but on the day, 1-0 to the Wrexham, and the women will now be playing in the Janeiro Adran Premier League as semi-professionals next season. Fantastic news. Congratulations to the women. Congratulations to the clubs. And everybody who was on site, I hope you enjoyed the game. Now, talking about Dangermen, we're going to move over now. We're talking about Dangermen from YEOVIL, because they're coming into town. Now, 4 guys that I'm looking at, and they don't really have guys that you're really going to bury the net. Let's hope they don't do it on the day. But you got to say, there's 4 guys that figure in the goals, not big high scorers. They're not scoring 40-odd goals like Mullin. Not a chance. Not a chance. They're not even close. 8 times less is pretty much where they sit. But the first guy we're talking about, Alex Fisher, midfield forward, 38 games, 5 goals. Just 5 goals. We're talking top scorers for YEOVIL, right? Okay. Next guy, Malachi Linton, 32 games, 5 goals. Jamie Reckford, defensive midfielder, 32 games, 4 goals. Not so bad. And then finally, Matt Worthington, midfield defender, 35 games, another 4 goals. So as you can see, they don't have really a massive striker in the make, and they don't really score many goals, and they don't give up too much. Let's face it, they are lower down in the league, but they don't give up too much. Let's talk a little bit about the stats on where they are right now. Now, talking YEOVIL, they are now 1 win in 10. Yeah, 1 win in 10. That was 10 games ago. It gets even worse, or even better if you're a Wrexham fan, worse if you're a YEOVIL fan. But in the last 15, how many wins? 1. Just 1. 1 in 15. The last 10 form is 1 win, 4 draws, 6 losses, 7 goals for, 15 against. Not too good. Now look at the points on their last 10 games. Out of 30 points, they've picked up 7. Not very good. It gets worse in the last 5. In the last 15 games, they've only picked up 2. So as you can see, it's not really good. Now moving along, let's take a quick blick at the league table. So there we are on top of the league, looking pretty good. I don't see it changing, and we've been there 7 weeks as number 1 on the bounce. That's not going to change. Now, looking at YEOVIL, let's take a few of the stats coming through. Season records so far, 7 wins, 19 draws, 17 losses. Let's hope it's 18 against us. 40 points on the season. Last year, they picked up 59 points on the season, so they're well below what they are. Home records so far, 6, 8 and 8. 6 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses. And on the road, 1 win, 11 draws, 19 losses. 14 points on the road, 26 at home for 40 total. Now, last year is really interesting. When you start researching teams, you find some interesting stuff. Last year with YEOVIL, I found out that their home record was unbelievable. Unbelievable. 7 wins, 7 draws, 8 losses. And on the road, it was 8 wins, 7 draws, 7 losses. So at home, it was 7-7-8. And on the road, it was 8-7-7. Just thought I'd share that with you. Just an interesting thought. Last time out was a 2-2 draw for Solihull. At Solihull, I should say. That was a 2-2 draw at Solihull. And I got to say, Mark Cooper's got a tough job in making anything work with this team at the moment. They're pretty decent at parking the bus, and they play the 4-4-2, as you're going to find out. But I don't see a win for YEOVIL at all. Now, looking at the Wrexham, let's go check out some of the the points we need. 32, 8 and 3 on the season. 32 wins, 8 draws, 3 losses on the season. Remember, worldwide Wrexham fans need some of this information because they're not as genius or as expertise or fanatical as you, the Wrexham fan. I'll tell you that. They're still learning. There's a lot of people learning about Wrexham and falling in love with this club. And the Welcome to Wrexham series, TV series, is responsible for many people jumping on board. Doesn't matter how they become a Wrexham fan, as long as they love the club, watch the games, and pay their way. It all adds into the big picture. But Wrexham, 32, 8 and 3, 104 on the season. That's 2.42 games per game. And the home record is 20 and 1. No losses. We don't want a loss. Away record, 12, 7 and 3, 12 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses for 43 points at home. 61 points total, 104. Last time out, 0-0 at Barnet. And you've got to say, Yeovil is the day where we really need to capitalise and get some more points. So there's some stats for you right now. Got one more thing we want to get into. Looking at the games coming through, just don't forget, we got Yeovil, Boreham Wood and Torquay, and obviously this summer coming up, Manchester United. Now, moving on, we're talking about formations. Have a look at this. I'll be back with you straight after. Okay, guys, 2 games ago, we played Notts County at the Racecourse Ground. We shaped out in a 4-4-2, as did they. In the next game on the road against Barnet, they also shaped out in a 4-4-2, as did we. And as you know, we got a draw, but Callum McFadzean took the red card. Now, looking at Yeovil coming into town, they're going to shape out in a 4-4-2, as will we, I imagine. They're going to park the bus 2 banks of 4. They're going to hope for the best. And we'll have 90 minutes plus to get that 1 or more goals and 3 points and leave ourselves with 3 points left for promotion. There you go, guys. That's what I'm thinking, 4-4-2 land. Now, I promise you some fun with the fun facts. Now, on the fun facts, it's not spot the ball. It's something different. Have a look at this. I know you're going to like it. Comment down below. Tell me who you think when you know what it's all about. I'll see you after. Enjoy. Now time for a little bit of fun. You're all familiar with Spot the Ball, I take it. I know you are. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a fun little competition here. You see, a foul is being committed. Yeah, a proper foul. If you look closely into that first picture, yeah, Ben Foster doing his best. So is Elliot. But in behind, someone's pulling someone's shirt. Take a closer look. Yeah, there you can. There's the green arrow. Who's pulling whose shirt? That's the question this week on the Fun Facts. Have a look, take a look, figure it out, but who is pulling that shirt? You can see what's happening. Now we need a name down below. So, not spot the ball, but who's pulling that shirt? Yeah? Who do you think it is? Come on, who do you think it is? There are little tips and little clues in that picture for Wrexham fans to know exactly who that is. But come on, have some fun with it. Jot down below, guys. Who do you think that is pulling the Barnet shirt? I mean, that's pulling pretty good too, yeah? I mean, that's pretty good. But who is it? Let me know. Now, moving along, last thing we're going to touch on the reels before we come back on camera and give you the prediction and everything else is you guys. You bring the wisdom, you bring the comments, you are the poets extraordinaire on this channel. I got to say thank you to the poets, and take it from me, I enjoy everything I read from everybody, man and woman on this channel. You bring it. Your wisdom is wonderful. If you see your name there, it's because you were one of the poets in the last week. If you don't see your name there, comment down below and you'll be on the Guilty Pleasure Poets of the Week acknowledgement board next show. Take a look. See your names there. Ultimate Soccer Poets of the Week. Guys, I've got to tell you, some of the wisdom that you guys put on the page is absolutely second to none. I have to commend everybody that writes on the Ultimate Soccer Show down below. Such wonderful statements and real wisdom and real class. You guys really do show and portray what really soccer fans are all about at their finest. Take a look at your names as we roll through this, but once again, I want to say thank you to all the poets for such great wisdom. Guys, you bring absolutely massive points. Thank you. So I hope you enjoyed that new little competition we put in there. We're going to do something different every week so you can have some more fun with it each week. But remember, comment down below, guys, who's pulling that shirt? And I hope you enjoyed the Poets of the Week as well, because you know what? You bring that wisdom, guys. It's really a lot of fun to read what you guys bring. And again, I got to say, thank everybody for supporting this channel the way you're doing. You're really supporting this amazingly well. And like I say, let's get to 1,000 as soon as possible. Now, the prediction of the game, I got to think you got to see two teams going at it, two different styles. You're going to see Yeovil come in and literally for the first 15 minutes, they're going to park that bus and hope for the best. They're going to clear things and make it simple and keep danger at bay. Danger being Paul Mullin, Sam Dorby, Ollie Palmer, Elliot Lee, anybody on this team, Mendy. I mean, anybody that really wants to have a go can have a go. This game is there for the taking. I think over 90 minutes, the sooner we get the early goal, and that's the key to the game, get the early goal, settle the nerves, and then steady the ship and start moving forward in waves and keep it going in waves and wear them down like you do every team, boys. I tell you what, go for the throat right from the first minute. Don't give up. Get them 3 points, and there's only 3 points after this that we need. I tell you what, I see a 1-0, 2-0 halftime scoreline. And I really think that this one needs to be pushed out to 3, maybe 4, 4-1 by full time. I don't say that Yeovil doesn't have a chance in front of net. I think they obviously do. Every team does. And this league is very tight, yeah? But when you see the quality and the endeavour and the desire that the Wrexham have right now at this stage of the season and the professionalism and how they finish off the games, even when we take a red card in Barnet, the professionalism to keep that point and finish off the result. It takes a lot from a team to do that, and we've got everything. We've got the skill, we've got the know-how, we've got the tactics in abundance. So at the end of the day, 2-0 half-time, 4-1, 4-0 at full-time, I think is what we're looking at. And you've got to say, that's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking for the scoreline? Do you think it's going to be a close one, maybe just 1-0? Maybe they're going to make it tough on us? Do we get another red card? Because I don't think we will. But at the end of the day, what are you thinking as the scoreline? Is it a 1-0? Is it a 2-1? Do Yeovil actually win? Is it a 0-0? What are you thinking? Come on, you've got to have a scoreline in your heads, guys. Jot down below. Tell me what you're thinking. What's the score? I'm saying 4-1. So at the end of the day, let's get ready for another big game. I'm absolutely pumped, stoked, ready for this one, as I am every game. I can't imagine what I'm going to do when the season's over, apart from what comes after the season in the summer. But man, oh man, what are we going to do when we got no games? It's going to be like... it's going to be horrible. It's going to be absolutely horrible. We're going to have to find things to do. The club's going to have to book a lot of games is what I'm saying. But anyway, you got the Man United game coming, hopefully the Chelsea game and a lot of other games too. But at the end of the day, it's Yeovil up next. It's the game we need now. The 3 points we need to secure because we need 6 for the glory land. We get this one. We're 1 game from League 2. I tell you, 20 years is a long time, no? But 1 game from League 2. 20 years being winning a title. And I got to say, we will make it. Guys, enjoy it. Come back for more. Thanks for being there. I really, really love you guys coming into this show and supporting this show, commenting on this show. But make sure you enjoy the game. Have a great time. Make yourselves as loud as possible. Because you know what? Every time you get to see the Wrexham, it's a fantastic day. It doesn't get any better. And as I say every week, this is the best story in football. Hands down. Cheers, guys. Have a great time at the game. I'll see you at the post game. Cheers.